What is good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and today we have an Arbys Mukbang. I have a double Arbys roast beef sandwich. I was just feeling something big. I know they got all this new stuff, this brisket. They got the new smokehouse, sugar this, bacon that. I just like, let me just go old school. Listen, just let me go old school. That's what I love about Arbys. I'm gonna go back to what I used to have there. I used to get single, but I got double today. We got my favorite fries. And listen, I always said Checkers are my favorite fries. I think Arbys got bumped up to #1. I don't have Checkers enough for me to even legitimize that claim. And today, the onion rings. And let me tell y'all, they smell good, they look good, and they feel good. What that means, they have that texture that I'm looking for. So we're gonna try those. I'm gonna get into the Arbys sandwich first. I'm gonna put some sauce back here in this little bowl I have for the fries and whatever. Maybe I'm gonna try the onion rings in there as well. And I will also be reviewing the modern day remake of The Invisible Man. I'm excited to talk about that with you guys. I don't want to give too much away before we get into it. I just kind of want to just go right into the review, but let me just get this sauce down here first, and then we will eat a little bit and then get into the movie. Hope y'all are having a wonderful week, whatever you are doing. I had a wonderful night last night, wonderful morning today. It's been nice out. Spending time with the cats, spending time with my woman. It's just very relaxing, very good times, and good vibes. All right. Should I put it at the bottom or the top? Let's go top. Let's go top for the sauce. I love the Arby sauce. I don't know, but is it barbecue and ketchup? I don't even know what's in it. I've heard like different things. If anybody knows, tell me. I'm too lazy to look it up online. And plus, I just want to kind of keep the dialogue going. All right, let's get that on there. All right, so we got your Arbys sandwich here. Again, you've seen this before if you've been to Arbys. There you go, boom, boom. Let's get into it, I'm hungry. I don't know why I always put the cap on. Like, why am I putting the cap on? I want to take it off. Very good. Needs a little bit more, so I'm going to take it in the dip. Dip that in there. You know what I mean? Glad I dipped it. I'm glad I decided to do that. I wish they would have gave me a little bit more sauce. Boom. That's good. When you go to like places like Arby's, whatever, like, you know, the fast food type places, I think you got to go during the lunchtime. I think that's when they got the best crew working. That's when they got, you know, the people that have been there long enough to get like that nice shift. Delicious. Delicious. Oh, this is something I want to ask y'all. like when it comes to like dipping stuff, whether you're dipping, I don't know, like a wing, you're dipping fries, onion ring, sandwich like this, are y'all the type to just lather that thing up and just like soak it in there so it's like dripping? Or you more like me, where I just want to get enough on there where I want the just like to get it the flavor there, but I don't want the whatever I'm eating to be like soaking wet in the sauce. Now, what is your preference? There's not a right or wrong, of course. You know, it's whatever you prefer. Like I talked about the other day, like with like tomato sauce at Italian restaurants, they just soak the stuff up with it. Like, take it easy with the sauce. The chef is probably super proud of his sauce, so he doesn't, you'll love it, you'll love it. Whatever. Mm. Mm. That Arbys sauce, man. I've never tried it with anything else. Do y'all think it works? Does anybody tried Arbys sauce with like something non-Arbys? Like with like a McDonald's fry or like a Wendy's nugget or something like that? Mm. Very good. Mm. Couple more of these fries. Then we're going to talk about the flick. Make sure I got enough sauce. I want to try at least one onion ring in there. That could be good. It's a good experiment, I guess. All right, so let's talk about the movie. Invisible Man is directed by Leigh Whannell and stars Elizabeth Moss and Aldis Hodge. So before we talk about the movie, just a little background on Invisible Man. So Invisible Man is one of the old Hollywood monsters, you know? Creature from the Black Lagoon, Swamp Thing, Dracula, Frankenstein, the whole thing. So Blumhouse, who is like the new horror king on the block, bought the rights to all the old Hollywood monsters. And for those of you who don't know, Blumhouse, they put out The Purge, the Conjuring franchise universe, whatever, Annabelle, Get Out. So they're the big. They've done others as well that I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, they're the new horror kings on the block. So they bought the rights to this, which I'm excited about and like, and we're gonna talk about that just a little bit. Mm. Mm. Very good. Oof. Getting those things you crave, man, I'll tell you. So, I'm not a huge fan of remakes. However, I was talking about this with Dennis Hawaii in the comments the other day. We're talking about like remakes and stuff. He brought Back to the Future, which we'll talk about another day. I think that's... So when it comes to classics, these movies are considered classics. I'm not a big fan of the old Hollywood monsters. I'm not a big fan of the old black and white horror movies. If you are, that's cool. If they're just not for me, I find them very boring. It just is what it is. So I'm excited to see a modern day take on it. You know, taking modern day technology and themes and applying them to these movies with a studio that has the budget, they have the professionalism. The only thing I worry about is, being that all coming from the same studio, is that they all kind of start looking the same and have the same vibe. But I don't know that yet. We're going to have to wait till more movies come out. So, Invisible Man focuses on the relationship between Adrian and Cecilia. Adrian is a narcissistic, sociopathic abuser and a controlling, possessive person. And to boot, now that's terrible enough as it is, but what makes it worse is he is extremely intelligent. and he's extremely intelligent, and his passion is getting inside people's heads and controlling them. Now, he built his fortune, and his work is built in the field of optics, technology, visuals, cameras, stuff like that. He just knows them in and out. Now, Cecilia is his wife, and as any person who is in a abusive relationship should do, she plans her escape. Wasn't easy, but was successful. Now, one thing she realizes, no matter what happens, no matter how far she thinks she is away from him, she knows he is going to always be trying to watch her and see what she's doing. He's of a high level, high intellect. He's like next level. He knows the system, he knows how to play it, he knows technology, and he knows how to use all these things to his advantage. Now, Aldis Hodge plays Cecilia's friend, and she's staying with him after she escapes. However, we soon realize that no matter like where you are or where he is or what's going on with him, there's no getting away from this dude, and you kind of have to take matters into your own hands. Nobody believes her naturally. They think she's crazy, all this. They think, you know, he's not here, blah, 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 blah. Nobody believes her. And just like anything in a lot of other films and stories, there's always someone that's viewed as crazy, or we can't believe this. What they're saying is impossible, because she knows how intelligent he is. She knows how high level he is. She knows how narcissistic this person is and how controlling it is. His controlling manners reach out to even his own family. He doesn't care. He just wants to use people for his advantage. Now, I don't want to say too much about the movie because I don't want to give it away, because it is really good. The third act is tremendous. I'm gonna put down this little onion ring, and we're gonna go to, there we go, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh buddy. Let's try this, and we're gonna talk about some things I liked and a couple things I didn't like about the movie. They need to give me more sauce. Do I need to have like a hat that says onion ring hat on it? And I love Arby's hat on. Do I need to go there for them to just give me more Arby's sauce? I need more Arby's sauce. You know, and I don't want to sit there and ask them crazy for it. If y'all don't know, that CRUNCH was fantastic. That crunch was ridiculous. I know you heard it. I had no idea Arby's had good onion rings like that. Never. I think I went there once before and got them, and they were just bad. And I probably went there in the late night. It was probably one of those things. I was out driving around and went to Arby's, got onion rings. It was a late night crew. They didn't care. But this is what I'm talking about. They're going to go into the onion, and I'm keeping a list. I'm keeping a list of onion rings. Onion ring places we all need to try, and we're gonna have. I'm just gonna put that out because we and if you have suggestions, please get them involved. Let me try this little mini. Look at it. Ow. All right. Oh. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good onion ring. Just like I was talking about the other day. The onion ring can fall out. If you ever get an onion ring and that stupid thing falls out, the onion falls out, you need to not order onion rings from that place ever again, and you need to put a complaint in as well. Like, you guys need to take these off the menu. And I told you about the great disaster of Bahama Breeze, how they removed the best onion rings I've had from the menu. That's another subject. You know, I wish I could be the invisible man and go in there and make my own onion rings. Anyway, again, I don't want to give away too much about the movie. However, Cecilia, although is a victim of domestic violence and she is living in this fear, everybody thinks she's crazy. We learn that she's a very intelligent person, and she eventually does the right thing for herself. Now, what I didn't like with her character is her character has one flaw, is money. Money is her flaw. You learn this fairly, I wouldn't say, kind of early on in the movie. And I was like, come on, don't do that. And it was one of those moments, and when you go see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. I was like, why are you doing that? But she corrects her error later and doesn't take the easy way out. So I think it was kind of a character building thing. I think she had to do that to do the other thing, kind of part of the story. Guys, I really enjoyed this movie. I love how they use technology well. I liked it. It wasn't overused. It was very well done. It was very well shot. Blumhouse knows what they're doing. They make good-looking movies. The only movie I'm not a big fan of the Annabelle movies, and I didn't like the Halloween remake, but they know how to make a good-looking film. Their cinematography is good, and their stories are generally good as well. Let's get in our onion ring, and we'll talk about some more stuff. That's it. That's a sign right there. Capital C for crunch. That's what I'm talking about. Knocked it out of the park, Arbys. You knocked it out of the park with this one. Got these cats running through the house. You know, you got little cats that are like 10 pounds, and it sounds like you have a rhino running through your house sometimes. It's crazy. I don't know what they're doing out there. Anyway, guys, I absolutely recommend this movie. Again, shot beautifully. And yeah, it just takes modern day technology, and it brings in the theme also of domestic violence, something that is a real thing that needs to be faced. And, you know, it's one thing to have people out there that have negative intentions and people that are controlling of other people, especially like their spouse or whoever it may be. In this case, it extends to everybody in his circle. And as somebody who's rich, he naturally attracts people to him. So he likes that. Although he made his fortune in technology, optics, his passion is getting inside people's heads, and then he just uses one thing. He's just a high-level thinker. And the high-level thinkers can you can either go one way. They can become doctors and create cures for things. They can become great artists, or they can become people that try to control people and control the world. And we're not going to go down that road. But highly intelligent people, if they use their intelligence for bad, it's bad. Because, you know, you take Joe Schmo out there who's just, you know, idiot criminal who has bad intent. He's going to get caught. I mean, still, it's terrible. They might do some awful things. Usually it doesn't go on for long because they're not bright enough to carry it out, thankfully. So it stops at some point. It's still terrible that anybody is affected by people with negative intentions or people that become sucked into sociopaths. Sociopaths, they're everywhere. I've heard 1 out of every 3 people is a sociopath. This guy is just at another level, and you know. But it's a really well done movie, guys. I highly recommend it. I know I've only seen a few horror films this year. This is by far the best one I've seen. It's miles better than Gretel and Hansel. And I don't even remember the other one I saw. That was so terrible. What else did I see? Oh, the turning. Oh, that was terrible. Oh. So I hope we're still on the improvement route. We keep getting better. But Invisible Man, very good. Go check it out, guys. Let's have this one more onion ring before we close things out on this video. Shouts to Arby's on making some great onion rings. Next video, I'm going to be reviewing the Wendy's breakfast. Oh boy. That could go really good. I hope Wendy's did this right. I hope they did this right. I hope they did right. I'm tentatively excited about the Wendy's breakfast. But yeah, that will be the next. It'll be like I'm just gonna do kind of a review. I'm just gonna get like their popular item or whatever. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate your time. Check out Invisible Man. If you have an Arby's, check out their onion rings. If you like onion rings, these are a must. A must, I tell you. Guys, thank you for your time today. I greatly appreciate it. Please take care and be well. I'll see y'all soon.